Okay, Coach, so the folks here, they are bundled up, but they're ready for football as you get a look at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Cleveland Browns. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And a give this time to the tailback. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
53, Mike.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen is going to flip one out here to his running back. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Hey, Delta.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Right there.
Half 85.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Allen now on 1st down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Push him back.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 50. Mike 53. They can't hang with us.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. A great effort there. With touchdown number 27, that ties Priest-Holmes for the third most in a single year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go. 90, Wolf.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Get it.
Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Balaj. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I'm here all day.
2nd and 10. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football.
No. Hey, Orbit. You ready?
Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Now.
He'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions and not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
It's a gain of 34.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Mike.
319.
53. Mike.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We can come up with a lot of different explanations here. None of them are going to work. At the 1-yard line and coughing it up,
Watch the screen.
no
You got
way.
to protect that thing like it's your firstborn.
Your firstborn, your secondborn,
Your
anyone.
tenthborn.
It doesn't matter. Take care of the football. You're in a position to go in and score. At worst, you've given up a chance to get 3 points. That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. 2nd and 9 now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone,
Here we go.
you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Go.
Motion. Mike 55. middle. 55. Hey, exit. Watch the boot. Watch the boot. Shoot.
Out of the gun now on third down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Love. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. Our first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from Green Bay. And it's the NFC champs, the Falcons, that have moved down to an early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Second and 11. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Love. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
Ready.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on third.
Tackles. He's crashing. He's checking.
Rock it.
Get him.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Back to throw here. Throw left side complete. It's Love. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Now they'll run it on the toss. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Stop your running.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
50 to Mike. You're not ready.
On play action, Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To the air, Allen. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Leonard Williams, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime, but the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
The Browns drive about to get started. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. On play action, Allen. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. That's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Giants have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by Balaj. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
at the 16-yard line.
On the ready.
42. 42 is the mic. Cut.
Get it.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Love. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Down.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
Justin Tucker lining up.
Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. Now back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
Go now. 8, read.
I don't think you got it, son. Check 31.
Blue draw Corkers. Ready?
Milage. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
3 down. 49, check 49.
Leo. Steve Griffin.
They'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Check. 80 weapon.
Second and 4. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. And he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now Balaj. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Look at me, zipper.
55 is my guy, 55.
They're going to look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Love. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
They'll drop the throw. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a foot race. The 40, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. With touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They run it with Balaj, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 24-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now for Love. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Ready?
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. It's Love. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Looking to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made, hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead. To throw again on second down. Allen throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback.
They've been running it well all game, and why not? The big guys up front, they're just having a ball, creating monster holes for their guys to run through.
319.
Now a handoff looking right. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
First down, Giants.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 32-yard line. Allen going to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Allen. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Check pass. Check pass.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they're going to stop him here short of the goal line with the flag down. Well, this could set up a very interesting decision. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Now they try the right side here. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there. Becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Silver.
They'll run here with Balaj. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
They'll set up a throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Protein spill. No. Off.
2nd and 1. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
61, matchbox lights. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. And that'll set them back 5. Now they face a 3rd and 15 here following the delay of game.
Hey, lock it.
I got you, son. Watch Twitz. Watch Twitz.
Hey, Echo.
Mike 55. Mike 55.
Get it.
They'll look to throw here. And that will be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Go on. Hey, Alpha.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Hit it.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions. Because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and take him to like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. On the ground with a tight end. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
53-19. Check 53. Don't get nervous. Go.
Allen now looks to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Browns drive about to get started.
Let's go.
They'll start with a give here to Balaj. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Go.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run again with Love on 1st down. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
2nd and 9 now. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target. And that takes us from second to third down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
It's soft, baby. That's baby soft.
They'll look to throw. Open man has got it. It's complete. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Ready, set.
They'll come out in the pistol. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
132 fighter. Yep.
Use you. It comes to me, it's me. Mike's 5'9", Mike's 5'9".
Get it.
2nd and 3. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
This is 3rd and goal. And this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. And here just playing for pride at this point. Down big, but they'll go for it on 4th and goal.
Hey, high 7.
Hey, check Mike. Watching you 5. Yeah. You don't want none.
Yes.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Now.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Giants are going to get the football back.
Right there.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Cleveland.